Hey guys, it's Tracy here from SavvyJourney.com, where I give you tips and tricks to help you travel in the savviest way possible. Today I'm going to show you a video of some of the highlights from our tour to the Paramount Studios in Los Angeles. And then stay tuned to the end for my 5 tips on making the most of this tour.
Hey.
Okay, so we are going to the Paramount Studios Tour. We just parked, heading inside. We don't know where we're going yet, but yeah. studio tour has ended in the shop and coffee house. Okay, so that vlog just showed you some highlights from the Paramount Studios tour that me and my brother went on my last trip to Los Angeles a few weeks ago. So here are my 5 tips and insights and just general opinion on whether or not this tour is worth it. So my first tip is that it is definitely one of the less expensive options of tours to go on as far as studios tours go in Los Angeles. I think the cheapest is actually the Sony tour, but at $58, the Paramount tour is actually a decent price. So it's definitely one of the better values. The other tip is that it is the original studio in LA. It's also the only one that's in Hollywood itself. So it's definitely more of, I feel like it's more of a historical tour. They show you things that are current, of course, to more, modern movies and TV shows, but there's a lot of history at the Paramount Studios as well. It is the earliest studio, and the term movie star actually came from Paramount. If you see the Paramount Studios logo, that has like the mountain and then you have the stars that are like surrounding it. Those stars represent the original troupe of actors that worked for Paramount. And I guess an actor's goal was to be a star at Paramount. So that was where the term movie star came from. So it's definitely the original, and like I said, there's a lot of history there. So you'll learn about retro movies as well as movies from like the black and white days, like their original film, even before talking pictures, when silent pictures were popular. So there's a lot of history to this particular studio. My 5th is more of just my opinion on whether it's worth it, what I think about the tour. It's definitely more of a historical tour. If you want to learn about the history of movie making and where it all started, definitely the Paramount Studios tour is for you. But there's also some modern shows and movies that are being filmed there. There's a lot of stuff about Star Trek there. I know NCIS was filmed there. If you love This Is Us is actually filming there right now as we speak. We actually I wasn't able to film it, but inside of the soundstage where they're actually filming it was open, so we could kind of like peek inside. We couldn't go inside, but as we were driving by in the cart, we were able to peek inside. So there are obviously things still filmed there, but it's very iconic. You see New York City set. You can see the Hollywood sign from the studio. You've got the Paramount water tower. They also have it's a parking lot when you see it, but it's where they fill it with water and they film water scenes. And it's like where the 10 Commandments, where the parting of the Red Sea was filmed, and the 10 Commandments, things like that. So if you're into old movies and want to learn about the history of movie making, Paramount is definitely the tour for you. I felt like there were a few things that were, the pros and cons. Basically, the pros are that it was a little cheaper, the tour group was small, and you did get to see a lot of history. Okay, so those are my insights and thoughts on the Paramount Studios tour. If I had to choose which studio, if I could only go to one while I was in Los Angeles and I had to choose one studio tour to go on, I would choose Warner Brothers. I just like the Warner Brothers one better. I felt like there was more to see. There was more interactive kinds of things. We got to see way more props, and it was just things that I was interested in, like seeing Gilmore Girls Stars Hollow set, or seeing like the Harry Potter things and that sort of thing. So I felt like the Warner Brothers studio tour was more kind of like in line with like things that I'm interested in. But if you're into the history of movie making, then Paramount Studios is definitely the tour for you. Like my brother's learning cinematography right now, so he was really interested in the Paramount Studios tour. It was really cool for him, so he really enjoyed it. So those are my thoughts on it. So like I said, if I had to choose one, I would choose the Warner Brothers, but it kind of depends on what you're interested in, which one that you would like to go to. Warner Brothers costs a little bit more, so it just depends on your preference and what you're into. But it was definitely worth it. I thought it was a really good tour and it was really fun and we really enjoyed ourselves. So I'm also considering doing a Paramount Studios versus Warner Brothers Studio Tour video. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you think about whether I should do that video or not. Let me know whether or not I should do that or not. Definitely give me a thumbs up so that I know that you're enjoying these videos, so that I keep making you more, and hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I upload new content on my YouTube channel. I will see you next time, and remember, be savvy and enjoy the journey.